I tell you, this is what happens when... Oh, gosh, no. Audios don't work. Wow, that's the start of the game. Hi, everybody. It's Cutie Player. Welcome to Doki Literature Club. I've heard so many great things about this game. Also, I'm still a little sick. If you hear background noises, I'm sorry. I'm recording in the afternoon, so yeah. Real fun, isn't it? So let's get started. I'm gonna do a new game because, yeah. Hey! I can press that. Okay. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the sidewalk and let Sayori catch up with me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's me, Nash. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess that you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we drove near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Ash, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you were going to join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content by getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Typical guy of life. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Guilty. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if that makes you happy. No promises, though. Well, at least promise me you'll try a little. Yeah, I guess. I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming outside of the classroom, but I saw you just standing here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Excuse me. Excuse me 1 minute. I have to lemon juice. Okay. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Even I'm starting to make mistakes. I do apologize for that. Not that I was ever aware that she had an interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since then, I was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah? I'm going to be in the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I don't like the look on your face, Sayori. What did you do? I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. Thanks, Sayori. Thanks. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead. Oh, that's so mean. Or if she's so cunning to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I do the same thing too. Hopefully this is working for you guys. I dejectedly, did I say that right? Dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the classroom I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. So this must be like a Japanese school, I guess? Maybe? Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Well, then don't kill anybody. Everyone! The new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Oh, she's so pretty. I like her. Whoever she is, she's cute. I like her hair. It's purple. That's why. I love purple. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You bought a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ash, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. KAWAII! What are you looking at? Sorry. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitudes, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first grader. Wow. Low life. I hit. Whatever. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Well, okay. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Oh, so the purple hair girl is Yuri. I like Yuri. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Ash. Monika smiles sweetly. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, she's got the pretty green eyes. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the popular girl in school, in class, smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. How is she out of your league, dude? And by the way, we're playing as a guy, so Ash is for both genders. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Ash. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I just got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. I promise I was not picking my nose. It just got itchy. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Excuse me. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cat ears. Oh! The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just try and take one. Looks like is that like a tooth hanging out of her mouth there, like a little kitty? Meow. Well, that's cute. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaky glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Eh? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you. You dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's word logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, it's a nice hot cup of tea. Help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. It's not... It's salty, huh? It's salty. Insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. Wow, I really am hitting the notes today. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, I'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could possibly be a board member for any of them. Wow, I just flubbed. For any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. She's not wrong on that one. I know how debate was. Excuse me. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika's really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Ash, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps it quiet. But she keeps quiet, I'm sorry. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, how about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Excuse me. But you know, I like a lot of things. Story with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh yeah, she gets a point for me. I like her. Good, I like her. Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Wow, that's dark. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. Only for a brief moment. Ugh. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Why just Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second? Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give it back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just cute as you are. What? Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Eh? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Ash? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Oh, hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and at least my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, Ash, well, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really came for the cupcakes, I would have been super peed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Looks like Natsuki's like eating her hair. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Ash, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Ash, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the 2 of us depart the club room, and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make wow, my voice just cracked. I'm sorry. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Well, everybody, I guess I'm going to stop it here on a good note. That was the beginning introduction to Doki Doki Literature Club. I really like the characters. I hate it. Well, excuse you, game. my favorite one has to be Yuri. Yuri's my absolute favorite one. But you never know. What is my game will do this, I'm sorry. But after all, I think it's a really good game so far. So if you guys like it, you gotta let me know. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to. As always, my marionettes, I will see you guys later on. Bye!